Every car needs tires, not occasionally, not optionally. Every car, every year, eventually. Tires wear down, they puncture, they age out, and when they do, the driver has almost no choice but to buy new ones, which makes the tire business one of the most reliable, recession-resistant, demand-guaranteed businesses in existence. And yet, most tire shop owners are not getting rich, because the economics of this business are almost nothing like what they appear from the outside. Most people think a tire shop makes money selling tires. That is not entirely wrong, but it is not the whole story. The margin on a tire is far thinner than you'd expect, and the real profit is hiding somewhere most customers never think to look. There are three versions of this business. The franchise model, Discount Tire, Mavis, Firestone, Pep Boys, where you operate under a national brand with centralized purchasing, marketing, and systems. The independent shop, your own name on the door, your own supplier relationships, your own pricing, and the multi-service auto repair shop, where tires are one of several revenue streams alongside brakes, oil changes, alignments, and general repair. Each version has completely different economics. The franchise gives you brand recognition and buying power, but takes a royalty, typically 5 to 8% of gross revenue, and requires you to follow their systems. The independent gives you flexibility and full margin, but requires you to build your own reputation and negotiate your own supplier terms. The multi-service shop spreads risk across multiple revenue streams, but requires more skilled labor and more complex operations. Most successful tire businesses eventually evolve toward the third model, because the economics of tires alone are not enough to build a truly profitable business. Opening a tire shop requires more capital than most people expect. A basic independent tire shop requires somewhere between $150,000 and $500,000 to open. The building or lease. You need a space with at least 2 to 4 service bays, high ceilings, concrete floors, adequate ventilation. Lease costs vary enormously by market, but a 3,000 to 5,000 square foot commercial space in a decent location typically runs $3,000 to $8,000 per month. Equipment is a significant upfront cost. Tire mounting machines, $3,000 to $8,000 each. Wheel balancers, $5,000 to $15,000 each. Alignment machines, $20,000 to $60,000. Lifts, $3,000 to $8,000 each. Air compressors, nitrogen systems, hand tools, diagnostic equipment. A fully equipped shop with 4 bays requires $80,000 to $150,000 in equipment alone. Then inventory. A tire shop needs to stock a range of sizes and brands, ready for immediate installation. Initial inventory typically runs $30,000 to $80,000, and tires are bulky, heavy, and expensive to store. The wrong inventory mix, tires that don't move, ties up capital and costs storage space. Getting the inventory right requires understanding your local market. What vehicles are common in your area? What price points do your customers expect? What brands carry the margins you need? Here is the number that surprises most people entering this business. The average gross margin on a tire runs between 30 and 40%. That sounds reasonable. Until you understand what it means in practice, a tire that retails for $150 costs the shop somewhere between $90 and $105 wholesale, leaving $45 to $60 in gross margin, before labor, before overhead, before rent, before utilities. And that wholesale cost is only achievable if you're buying in sufficient volume to access the better pricing tiers from distributors. A small independent shop, buying in modest quantities, might pay closer to $115 for that same tire, leaving only $35 in gross margin, before any other costs. The large franchise operators, Discount Tire, Mavis, buy in enormous volumes directly from manufacturers. Their cost on that same tire might be $70 to $80, giving them a margin of $70 to $80. On a tire they sell for the same $150 as the independent down the street. The independent is not competing on cost. They are competing on service, relationship, and convenience. The tire itself is almost a commodity. The real money is in everything that happens alongside it. Installation and balancing. A set of 4 tires generates 4 installation fees and 4 balancing fees. Typically, $15 to $25 per tire for installation, $10 to $20 per tire for balancing. On a 4-tire sale, that's $100 to $180 in service revenue on top of the tire margin. And service revenue carries much higher margins than product revenue. The labor to mount and balance a tire takes roughly 15 to 20 minutes. At $15 to $25 per tire, that's $45 to $100 per hour in service revenue. from a technician whose labor cost might be $18 to $25 per hour. Alignment, a wheel alignment, and typically $80 to $150 for a standard four-wheel alignment, costs the shop approximately 45 minutes of labor. Margin on an alignment, after labor and equipment amortization, often exceeds 60%, and new tires frequently require an alignment. A shop that sells tires without offering alignments is leaving significant revenue on the table. Tire protection plans, road hazard warranties, sold at the point of purchase for $15 to $30 per tire. The customer pays for peace of mind. The shop keeps a large portion of that fee, and in many cases never has to honor the warranty. Because most tires don't fail within the warranty period. This is the highest margin product in the tire shop. Pure profit on most sales. TPMS service. Tire pressure monitoring systems, standard on all vehicles sold in the United States since 2008, require service when tires are changed. A TPMS service kit, sensors, valves, and programming, adds $15 to $50 per wheel to the ticket at margins well above the tire itself, nitrogen inflation, charging $5 to $10 per tire to inflate with nitrogen instead of air. The actual cost of nitrogen is almost nothing. The margin is close to 100%. Most independent tire shops don't buy directly from manufacturers. They buy from regional distributors. Companies like American Tire Distributors, the largest tire distributor in the United States, that warehouse inventory and deliver to shops on short notice. The relationship with your distributor determines your cost structure. Volume drives pricing. The more tires you buy, the lower your unit cost, which is why independent shops often join buying groups, organizations that aggregate the purchasing volume of multiple independents to negotiate better terms. Distributors also offer dating, extended payment terms that allow shops to receive inventory and pay for it 30, 60, or 90 days later. This is critical for cash flow management. A shop that can receive $50,000 in inventory, sell it over the next 60 days, and pay the distributor with the revenue generated, is essentially operating with free working capital financing. Getting favorable dating terms can be as valuable as getting a lower unit price. A tire shop is a labor-intensive business, and finding, training, and retaining skilled tire technicians is one of the biggest operational challenges in the industry. A skilled tire technician usually can mount, balance, and align efficiently, earns between $18 and $30 per hour. Plus benefits. In a 4-bay shop, you might run 2 to 3 technicians per shift, plus a service writer. The person who manages customer interactions, writes up tickets, and upsells services. Labor typically represents 25 to 35% of total revenue for a tire shop, which makes labor management critical. A shop that's overstaffed during slow periods burns margin with every idle hour. A shop that's understaffed during busy periods turns away customers and loses revenue that can never be recovered. The most successful tire shops develop cross-trained technicians who can handle multiple types of work, so the labor cost flexes with demand. A well-run independent tire shop, doing $1.5 million in annual revenue, at a blended gross margin of 45%, generates $675,000 in gross profit. Operating expenses, rent, labor, utilities, insurance, marketing, typically run $450,000 to $550,000. Net profit, $125,000 to $225,000 for a business that required $200,000 to $300,000 to open. A payback period of roughly 1 to 2 years, with ongoing annual returns of 40 to 75% on invested capital. For a shop that scales to $3 million in revenue through a second location or expanded services, net profit can reach $400,000 to $600,000. The economics reward operators who control their labor cost, maximize service revenue alongside tire sales, build customer retention through consistent quality, and expand methodically, without overextending their capital. The tire business is intensely competitive. The national chains, Discount Tire, Mavis, Firestone, Pep Boys, NTB, compete aggressively on price and have the buying power to sustain margins that independents cannot match. Walmart and Costco sell tires at or near cost, using them as traffic drivers for their broader retail operations. Online tire retailers, Tire Rack, Simple Tire, allow customers to buy tires at wholesale adjacent prices and ship them to any installer. The independent tire shop competing on price alone loses. The independent tire shop competing on service, speed, expertise, and relationship wins. Customers who trust their tire shop return for every set of tires their family needs, refer their friends, bring their children's cars. The lifetime value of a loyal tire customer is significant. A customer who buys tires every 3 years on 2 vehicles over a 20-year relationship represents roughly $8,000 to $15,000 in lifetime revenue. Building those relationships, one alignment, one road hazard warranty, one TPMS service at a time, is the real business of owning a tire shop. Every car needs tires. That fact doesn't change. But the shops that profit from that fact are not the ones that just sell tires. They are the ones that understood that the tire is the beginning of the transaction, not the end. If this gave you a new perspective, subscribe.